So you're gonna Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So last week I told you guys that I wanted to do a wear test on the Too Faced Born This Way foundations. So that's what we're gonna do today. So I'm gonna be talking about both foundations. I'm gonna do a wear test, probably for about 8 to 10 hours, not really sure. But I'm gonna come back and show you guys how I feel and if I feel like the mattifying one is just as great as the original one, or if I like it better, because you guys know I like a full matte finished face. So before we start this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And now let's get into the video. So when Too Faced came out with the Born This Way matte foundation, I was ecstatic because again, I love a matte finish. So I was so intrigued and interested to try out this product. So I went to the store and surprisingly this was the only, in my color, this was the only one they had. It wasn't even on like display at the time. So she went to the back and got it for me, so I was so lucky. So this one I got in Spice Rum. My other Too Faced foundation is also in Spice Rum, and you guys know that this is one of my staples, it's one of my favorites. So I'm so excited to try and see which one is better, which one looks better on my skin. Very excited to try that. So for the mattifying one, they say it's a life-proof foundation that controls oils and keeps you looking flawless for a full 24 hours. The coverage is medium, the finish is matte, and the formula is liquid. So for the skin type, it's normal, dry, combination, and oily. For the highlighted ingredients, they say it's coconut water, alpine rose, and hyaluronic acid. So what we need to know about the formula: this true matte formula stays completely color toned while covering imperfections to reveal the all-day skin shine-free look of a natural, flawless skin. The lightweight foundation is medium to full buildable coverage. It's waterproof, oil-free, and it's transfer resistant, which is very interesting because a lot of foundations, they kind of transfer. So I'm so interested to see if this really is transfer resistant, as they say. The original one, they say that this is an oil-free foundation that is masterfully diffuses the line between makeup and skin with coverage so undetectable you'll think you're born this way. The coverage is medium, the finish is a natural finish, the formula is also liquid, and the skin type is for normal, dry, combination, and oily skin. And for the ingredients, it is also the same as well: the coconut water, the alpine rose, and the hyaluronic acid. They said it was liquid. I am going to put it on my hand and show you guys, and then I'm gonna put it on this side, and then this side will be the original. So as you guys can see, it is a little bit, it is liquidy. It's kind of runny actually, but the finish, it actually looks like my skin. Last week I showed you guys in the video, in my Get Ready With Me, I showed you them side by side, and this one actually looks a lot more closer to my skin tone than the original, and the original is also Spice Rum, so I'm actually pretty interested to see what it looks like. So both foundations, for the mattifying foundation, it retails for $40 and the original retails for $39, so it's $1 cheaper. It's still the same amount in terms of the amount of liquid or the amount of foundation that you get into the product. It's just a little bit different in size. I already went ahead and I primed my skin. I used the Tatcha Silk Canvas. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start with the mattifying one for this side, and then we're gonna go to the other side for the original. So even though I didn't start blending it in, you guys can kind of see it is already kind of matching with my skin. I'm gonna put a little bit more because this is a medium to full coverage and it's also buildable. Okay, so we have this side done. I'm actually gonna bring you guys a little bit closer so that you guys can get a closer look of my face. Okay guys, so I brought you guys a little bit closer so you can get a better look of what my face looks like right now with just the mattifying one, and I'm gonna go now and put the original one on my face. So before I do that, I want you guys to see what the formula of this one is. So this one is a little bit more thicker than the mattifying one, even though they said it's a liquid finish, and it's a liquid formula. It's actually moving on my hand. So yeah, I'm actually gonna use a different brush. I'm gonna go ahead and use my IT Cosmetics brush, and I'm gonna put that on, on this side, and then we're gonna compare both sides. All right, so I put both foundations onto my skin. Now, looking at the mirror, I see a slight difference in terms of color. This one, which is the mattifying side, looks a little bit more skin-like or a little bit darker than the natural side. So I wouldn't, okay, let me take that back. I would say this is a little bit darker, which is the mattifying side, compared to the original. The original to me looks a little bit more skin-like, and that's what they're saying. They want, it's supposed to be a natural finish. So I kind of see that on this side compared to this side. But I also don't have any complaints with it. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go finish off my face, and I'm gonna come back and kind of tell you how I feel with both foundations on with a full finished face. Okay guys, so we're back, and I went ahead and I finished my face. I just did my full beat natural glam look, and looking at my face, I honestly don't see a difference. I'm looking at it, I'm looking from both sides. I still feel like this is a little bit, I guess, more skin-like, but I'm not really seeing a difference. Maybe after a couple hours I will see a difference, but as of right now I don't. I used my Soap Canvas primer. I don't know if I said that before, so I'm just letting you guys know the primer I used, and you know, I just did my regular face. Now, if you guys remember, I wear glasses, so right here, if it does get cakey or if the product moves, I'm personally not worried about that right now, because I, again, haven't figured out a method to keep it from caking up like that. So when I come back and you guys see that, don't come for me in the comments. I'm letting you know ahead of time, a quick disclaimer. But it is now, what time is it? 3:23, so hopefully, I don't know when I'm coming back to y'all. But I'm gonna come back later and I'm gonna show you guys the face. And then we're gonna just, well, I'm just gonna talk about it to you guys and tell you my final thoughts on the finish. As of right now, this is the matte side, this is the original. I don't see a difference, and the color, even though the natural, well, the original one looked a little bit darker than the matte, it on my face, it looks the same. So thumbs up for that. All right guys, so we're back. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I actually forgot I had to come back and close out the video because it's late. It is now, what time is it? It is after 1 o'clock, so it's 1:03 in the morning. I just got back, I'm mad tired, but I had to come and close out the video and tell you guys my final thoughts. Personally, I still think it's the same finish. I did get a little cakey here, but it's not too bad on this side and on that side. But again, I wear glasses. I'm a little shiny here, a few do here and here as well. But other than that, I mean, it's still the same, you know, finish on both sides. So now I'm gonna do a transfer test to see, because they said the matte finish was supposed to be a transfer resistant. So I'm gonna do a transfer test on one side and on the other so you guys can see and compare. So we're gonna go ahead. Okay, not that much. I don't know if you guys can see that if I put it over here. It's right in the spots. It's probably too light, but I'll try and do my best to show you guys. Yeah, that's a dimension. And then I'm gonna do one on this side. And it's actually way more product on this one. Can y'all see that? But it's right over here. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna try and do a picture and I'm gonna insert it so you guys can see it better. But so the matte finish did say that it was transfer resistant, so it did, you know, didn't take off as much as the natural one. So I wouldn't say resistant, but it definitely does take, it doesn't take off as much. But also, honestly, wearing a mask now, it is kind of hard to do an official wear test because it's covering, so things are gonna come off regardless. I mean, it does sometimes it doesn't, depending on what you're doing, if you're removing it up and down. So that also kind of defeats the purpose. However, my final thoughts, I still like both of them. I would say if you are oily skin, I would definitely go for the matte. It's still, to me personally, gives me a skin finish. I've seen in other videos where people think that it doesn't necessarily give a skin-like finish. So honestly, it's a toss-up for me. But I am happy I was able to do it, so I kind of can see the difference, if there's a difference. So yeah, that's my take on it. Let me know what you guys think, how my face looks, which side you think is better, or which side you think, you know, it's different or whatever. But this is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye.